All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise be to our beloved Heavenly Father, through his only begotten Son, our beloved Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh. And next, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. And as always, we give peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you speckled-bellied Hebrew Israelite foreigners that may be scattered amongst the heathen nations, and you may take on the appearance of the heathen nations, whether you've been scattered too. But according to the seed line of your father and your spirit bearing witness to this gospel, you are indeed a Hebrew Israelite. I'm your brother Shabbai. And just a quick hit through the spirit, a prophecy watch. It says, put microchips or micro C-hips in prisoners to track them, tech bosses told minister. Other ideas presented to Lord Timpson included robot guard dogs and predicting criminality with AI. All right, and let's start off with a quick precept, because the Motb in Revelation 13 to 16 is the RFID micro C-hip. And right now we have technocrats, tech bros, and tech elites flirting with the ideas of putting microchips in prisoners. And what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans got to understand is that this devil got to move quick, and that he already has the technology. The chip is already here. It's been in Sweden for over 10 years. They've been talking about microchips since the 90s. It's not like they don't have it already in the back. A carnal example, video games, the next PlayStation or the next Xbox, PS6 and Xbox Helix, Project Helix, whatever they call the next console, it's already made. They just haven't shown it to you yet. They haven't showed it to the public, but best believe that developers, they have those development consoles that they can make the games for already. So when you get the console next year or 2 years from now, it's already games on it. Or the next iPhone. Do you not think that in Silicon Valley, in the Apple headquarters, that they already don't got the next 2 iPhones or 3 iPhones? They already got it. You see? I'm just bringing that example, a carnal example, so Jake can understand is these devils, they have technology already. Technology that you see in the open world is 30 years old. The shit that they have behind the scenes is what they're flirting with putting out into the field, so to speak, or the waters, which are people. But this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It's June. Okay? Ain't no microchips. There are microchips. And this precept is telling you that the vision, the Lord had this prophecy come out at his time that he wanted it to come out, a specific time. It may seem like it's taking its time. You keep reading Revelation 13, you keep reading prophecies, you're like, all right, chip. Okay, I know that. Now we're starting to see secular history catch up with the prophecies. And you're seeing more and more articles every day about micro C-hips and police-esque, Skynet technology. Because at the FIFA World Cup, you got robot dogs too that are surveilling, getting footage and stuff like that. So this is what our forefather John the Revelator saw in Revelation the 13th chapter. Okay, this system. This is the image of the beast speaking. Let's grab some of this article. It says micro C-hips could be inserted under offender skin to track their movements, tech firms told the prison's minister. The proposal for subcutaneous tracking was put forward by tech bosses as a way of monitoring the behavior and health of offenders in 24/7 real time. Let's get this word right here. I don't know what this means. Subcutaneous, situated or applied under the skin. Okay, like subdermal. All right, so and this is what that devil Noah Yuval Harari, look that up. That devil said surveillance under the skin. Okay, this is what they talk about at the World Economic Forum. And I got a couple videos about your Alex Karp, him talking about Palantir, and all these guys are in on it. They want to use their technology to forward this in a sense a second digital revolution. a new revolution, but now we have AI and we're going to create a super surveillance state. And ultimately, what is this? What is this? Why is Esau Edom doing this? Because he wants to be the Lord. Here it is. He wants eyes everywhere. Okay, if you're a prisoner, all right, and you know you get let out of jail, they want to make sure that you don't go to the bar, or they want to make sure that you don't go to a certain area. So they put a chip in you, and then when you get to a certain area, it alerts the authorities, or it cuts off your transactional abilities. You know, he's just trying to set himself up to be the Lord, and he's not the Lord. This is Ezekiel 28 and 2. It says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not power, though thou set thine heart as the heart of power. Okay? And the prince of, this is speaking about the prince of Tyrus, but we can liken it in a modern day sense to Esau Edom. All right? Because Tyre was known for its traffic, its merchandise, as it says in the 5th verse, right? Let's get into you know, like how Babylon the Great, America is a consumer society. It's a lot of merchandise here. It's a lot of traffic, wealth, trade. That, you know, that's how things were back then for Tyre. Okay, verse 3: Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret thing that they can hide from thee. So Esau Edom, the scriptures say that he's wiser than Daniel. And he's showing that he's speaking through his blessing, which is the sword. And he's using this technology to oppress, to suppress, and try to set himself up and exalt himself, man. And the scriptures tell you, do not exalt yourself. Because when you do that, then if your head the highest, your head is going to get chopped off when the blade come through. When Yahushua come back, he's going to check the highest mountain. And that's Esau Edom. All right. It says it was part of a discussion last summer between Lord Timpson, the prison's minister, and some of the world's biggest tech firms on what a technology-enabled justice system could look like in 2050. And these devils, they're moving faster than 2050. And it's a movie called Mercy. You know, they put these things in their movies. It's called predictive programming, man. You know, they already have the idea. They show you in your movies, like Mercy, and movies like that, to give you an idea of what a super surveillance AI government judge system would look like. And that's what Esau Edom wants to set up, man. This is their God. This AI, okay, this is the new idol. But now the idol is speaking, literally, it's walking, it's talking, but it's still an idol, you know? So let's get some of this video. And this is fair use, fair use, fair use. We're just gonna grab a little bit of this and listen to what this devil right here. I'm just gonna play the video. All right, it's fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Mike, start with you because I know that Nick will have been discussing this all morning as well. Criminals are being suggested, or the suggestions are they could be tracked with tags to monitor them after their release. Some sort of microchip inserted under the skin to keep tabs on them. I think it was security companies talking about what best way it is we can try and sort of keep an eye on what's happening once somebody comes out of prison. What was your take on it, Ashley?
You know the bit in the dystopian horror film where the tech billionaires discuss implanting people with microchips? I feel like that's where we are, but...
I mean, she's not lying. That is where we are right now. Okay, and prophecy said that this will happen. This would be the state of the earth before the behest of Yahushua's return, man. Okay, and this is why Yahushua, like the beloved brother Nashar always says, Yahushua is going to give us a crash course, a cinematic crash course on how to utilize that scepter when he come back. Because these heathen need to be ruled over. This is what the scriptures call the secret counsel of the wicked. Let's get that. Okay? This is their secret counsel. Right? The scriptures call them strange children. This is Psalm 64 and 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see? They're a gang of wrongdoers, as it says in the NLT. These guys, they can't do right. Let's get another precept real quick and we'll go back to the video. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Okay, a leopard can't change his spots. An Ethiopian can't change his skin. The Lord is saying that to reiterate, there's some people that he just made to be fucking wicked. And these are these devils, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have to stop aligning yourself with Esau Edom, man, with the self-proclaimed so-called white man. This nigga, he's not that. He's not it. Okay? He's not cool. He's not hip. Nobody give a damn about them weird sunglasses and the Nikes and the cargo shorts and, you know, the expensive polos. And don't nobody give a fuck about that shit no more, man. The white man, he's not this riveting character. You know, he's just the peak image of what a man is and a rich man. No, he's not valuable anymore. And Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shah is making these devils naked. You see, the real criminals that need a microchip under them are your elites. Your elites are planning to use this technology to, excuse my language, to destroy people. Your president is a Mo. You see? We ain't forgot about them Epstein files. Every nigga on that Epstein file list need a chip in him. Since you niggas want to chip the lower class people. And Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai told us not to take that chip. So we don't give a fuck about what you talking about. You see? This is why the scriptures say that the elect love not their lives unto the death, because the Lord is going to lift up a standard for us. Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai is going to make sure you got everything you need. All you got to do is follow him and hold his hand and let the Lord guide you through it, man. But we're not taking that goddamn chip, man, even if that means that we got to quote unquote die. See, these devils are accustomed to do evil.
Just to reassure people, this is a discussion that happened last summer between Lord Timpson, who's the prison minister, and some of the world's biggest tech firms on what a tech-enabled justice system could look like in 2050. So nothing's been decided. They're just putting forward ideas with technology. I think what's really...
Nothing's been decided, but this is what you call gradualism. They gradually instituted. They gradually, okay, well, first prisoners, then the actual prisoners that are outside the prison, because we all in prison technically. We're all in captivity, but is the captivity is primarily focused on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom of Israel. And the Lord is going to deliver us from the land of the North, which is America. You see, this is where the great deliverance is going to happen, and this is where also the great awakening happened.
Concerning to me is the idea of planting, even if it's offenders, even if it's high offending offenders, the idea of implanting anything into someone's body, it feels like there's so many questions raised about human rights, bodily autonomy, and as we know, what normally starts with some people can be rolled out to others. And do we really want the government surveilling human beings in that way? And we already have the electronic tags, so I'd be interested to know what this technology could offer that the electronic tags don't already. Because, I think just the idea of the state tracking us.
Yeah, because GPS tags currently enable probation and police to...
Well, let's get a quick scripture on that, because the difference between the Motb and what's that shit called, a probation ankle bracelet or whatever, Salakia, if I'm, I pray that brothers know what I'm talking about. The difference between that is that this mark is prophetically tied to economic status. This is Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the difference between this mark and like a geotag or something like that, which, if you really think about it, we all have geotags. If you have an Apple Watch, if you have a phone on you, that's technically a geotag, a marker, where they, the authorities, they listen to conversations on the phone and stuff like that. We know that. But the difference is when you get this chip subdermally put in you, then it comes to a point where you're the scriptures get into grapho, your grapho, which gets into your your biometrics, your ID, your passport, your credit card, your debit card, everything's going to be on that chip for the convenience aspect of it. So you may have a smart home with smart lights and Alexa smart lights and shit like that. You don't even got to touch no light switch or nothing like that. You could just use your chip to turn on the lights, or you can use your chip to open your car door. Therefore, everything is going to be consolidated in that chip. So if everything's consolidated in one place, it's an easy kill for Esau Edom to just turn your chip off. Then guess what? You can't go to the grocery store. You can't get a new car because you're not registered in the system. You can't you can't get a new job. You can't get gas. You can't do anything. So that's the difference with the chip, because it's connected to you being in the society. This is why the scriptures say, "Save he that hath, and that no man might buy or sell." Okay, you can't buy or sell anything. And what Esau Edom putting this technology in you, putting the C-hip in you, he has the authority to either turn it off or turn it on at his will, essentially setting himself up as a god. See?
To track offenders 24/7 and have allowed officers to locate criminals at scenes of crimes by cross-referencing their movements with the timing of an offence such as a burglary. So we've seen that happen and it works.
But my question is, what is the difference between an electronic tag and a microchipping? I think, we all want fewer victims and lower reoffending rates. Oh, here's Nick, looking very dapper.
He does. He looks like he should be on the Riviera, doesn't he?
Yeah, you just got back from the south of France.
Not in a rainy London.
I'm dressing for where I want to be, not where I find myself. That is the reality of it, team. Morning, all. Sorry about the delay.
Nick, we need a tag so we can monitor where you are at all times.
I think I could actually hear you. We just had a slight problem with Ben. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry on this one. I totally disagree with Ashley. I think this is a sensational idea. I'm all for it. Where can I sign up? Only, though, for certain crimes. I point you to areas such as if we have a sex offender, if we have a known child sex offender, and we can actually monitor if they're ever going anywhere near a school or whatever it might be. If we have someone who, unfortunately, as and when they get drunk, they decide to get involved in knife fights, and we can monitor when they might be going towards pubs or bars. I think it is not for every criminal. Of course it's not. It's not for someone who does a bit of shop theft or whatever it might be, or doesn't pay their doesn't pay their road fund. But I think there's absolutely a place for this, and I'm ready to go for it.
Well, wait a minute. He said if there's any pedos or, SEX offenders and these people going close to schools, well, wait a minute. Your elites don't need to be going near schools. All these celebrities, everybody on that Epstein Island list, everybody in them files need to be just, outside the radius of a school zone. You shouldn't be close to a school. Here it is. You talking about you using this technology to further save the people, but really you're oppressing people and lying, because your elites are the ones that are pedophiles. You see, it's your government that's doing it. It's your tech bros that's in the shit like this. So really, you niggas need the chip. Okay? And Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah is not down with this, man. These niggas are doing whatever they want. This devil has completely destroyed the earth, as it says in Revelation, the 6th chapter. He had power to take peace from the earth. He's completely destroyed the earth. And now, this is what the Lord said in Matthew, the 24th chapter, that if the days shall not be short, no flesh shall be saved. Here it is. This nigga, he got to go, man. He got to go. And this is why Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, it's going to be such a great, beautiful, cinematic slaughter on these devils, man. These niggas got to go. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, in verse 37. It says, "And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations, which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest, and shall lay before them their evil thoughts and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame. And he shall destroy them without labor by the law, which is like unto fire." Okay, so when Yahushua comes back, he's going to rebuke this technology. The earth is not going to be ran with chips in niggas' bodies for 50 more years, 100 more years, 20 more years, 10 more years. It's not happening. Yahushua is coming back very quickly. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yahushua is finna come back and do a lot. It's finna be a bloodbath. Because these niggas want to put a chip in you and try to be God. The Lord is not with that, man. last little bit of this article. It says other suggested initiatives revealed by Insider Time, the prison news paper, were self-driving vehicles to transport prisoners, using AI to predict the risk posed by individuals, and robots to contain inmates in jail. It says firms present included, and these are the firms that are down with this technology: Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Palantir, IBM, Serco, which runs the private prisons in the UK, with the event hosted by Tech UK, the industry lobby group. Lord Timpson told the meeting, once in a generation reform is the only way we can truly deal with the such scale of the crisis, cut crime, and speed up injustice. The only way to speed up justice is for Yahweh Shah to come back. The Lord to set up one that is profitable on the earth, man. You see? These niggas in power and trying to reform their social political system is not going to change anything. It's just going to be more wicked and wicked. This is why the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is locking into a physician. He's going to cut these niggas off. Right? But, oh yeah, Hyundai is in there. They the ones that got the robot dogs. And, I looked up Palantir. And this, I'm going to close out with this. Let's get that. Palantir is an American artificial intelligence and data analytics software company headquartered in Miami, Florida, with deep ties to global intelligence agencies, defense departments. They got they deal with the Department of War. Okay. And basically they use their AI infrastructure to attack. Okay. This is like the a AI surveillance system, and it has technology to tools to assist militaries and be a threat to different networks. And we're going to show you who's over Palantir, and we'll close out with this. But these are the devils that are in control right now, man. Not sane, righteous leaders, judging according to the law of the Heavenly Father. It's these niggas that are crash outs. The nigga can't sit still. Okay, the nigga look like he just woke up with his haircut he got, and they're speaking great blasphemies, man. Nowhere in any of these devils' talks is the Lord, the Bible, okay, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. They're trying to do their own thing, showing you that they don't care about the Lord, man. Showing you that they can't be saved. They're not looking to be saved, man.
When we began talking, annoying each other 10 years ago, hopefully I'm annoying you as much as 10 years ago, or more. When I made you know this, yeah. Every decision Palantir made, FDAs, going public, building products, enterprise, large data sets, going to government, acknowledging American superiority, being pro-meritocracy, launching an AI platform, calling into question that AI models would actually be able to perform without orchestration. Every single one, our ontology, every single one of those was.
Look at this nigga.
That a few people get wealthy, and if you said platitudes that were obviously stupid, you could.
You're getting wealthy off of killing Palestinians. With Palantir kills Palestinians with their AI and technology.
Oh.
You're killing my family in Palestine.
Yeah. And
what kind of person are you? How do you sleep at night?
Well, if
Shame
you
on you.
Do you want to hear my answer?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So, I think the primary cause of death to Palestinians. Okay. Do you want to hear the answer, or do you want to yell? Well, you don't want to hear an answer? Obviously. So the primary source of death in Palestine.
Which, we don't give a damn about no Palestinians, man. Okay, we don't care about no Ishmaelites or anything like that. But the fact that this devil, you can see on his face, the scriptures tell you that they can't sleep unless they've done mischief. They can't rest unless they've done something to fuck somebody over. This is just how Edomites work. Okay, you have to, when you read the scriptures, you have to apply the filter of the scriptures. When you watch things, when you operate in your daily life, you have to remember what the Lord said and what the scriptures say. And then when you see things and characteristics in certain people, certain nations, you filter it through the scriptures and the precepts. And you're like, oh, this is what the scriptures was talking about. Because these devils are proud. This dude is bloodthirsty, man. This dude is a demon.
Is the fact that Hamas has realized that there are millions and millions of useful idiots that will.
Using that excuse, this is why you don't get a platform to speak. Because you are killing my people and you're justifying it because of Hamas or anyone else.
Can we get security up there?
Your AI and your technology from Palantir kills
Mostly terrorists, that's true.
Okay. And the Palantir stands with Israel, which is the secular state of Israel. Okay. So we see what's going on. All right. But Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopefully elected nation of Israel. I want to end up by giving all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakorash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well. And as always, we give peace and citation to the hopefully elect. Kwame Asherallah, Bible Ball, keep the fear of the Lord. Keep the fear of the Lord, keep the faith, Shalom.